All right, what up? We live. We good. Recording another video today. It is a Saturday night. I'm quite behind. I haven't recorded as much as I wanted to this past week and a half. It's the holidays. It's Christmas time. Merry Christmas if you're watching. Hope you had a good holiday time. Hope you spent time with your family. Hopefully you got some cool presents. You did some cool activities. You ate some good food. You did some things worthwhile for this holiday season. It's currently December 27th, 28th. Something around there. We got the new year coming up, so hopefully you got some new year, new goals, new year, new me, new year, whatever, got some things going on. But today we're hitting the same exact workout we've hit in the last 4 weeks. I might not have, hit a new workout or double uploaded in a week, but you know what? I've showed up with some weird consistency. Not that I've been hitting my workouts consistently, because I've been kind of slacking on that too, but every day I go to record, somehow I end up on this same workout every single time. So we're doing shoulders, back, buys, and it's going to be a good time. I think it's a back day, really. I don't even know if there's buys in it. I can't even remember. It's written down. That's what matters. All right. So, we're going to start off with a little warm up, lat raises, in the same spot. We know what it is. Sorry. Excuse the burp, by the way. That was out of pocket. But yeah, we're going to warm up. That's all we're going to do right now. We're just going to warm up, get to it, and then let the workout flow from there. Get a little vibe, we get a little yapping going after I start the set. See, the thing is, it's not like I'm really that strong right now. I'm strong, but it's really just I've been eating big as fuck for the holidays. I mean, way too much food. Actually, funny story, the other day, so my mom, she made me a lasagna for Christmas Day so I could have some food in my house, so I could, just took care of me. Made me a lasagna. It's very kind of her, very nice of her. My big ass decided, oh, you know what? I have a lasagna, a whole pan of lasagna, those square tins you get from Walmart or some shit. She made the whole pan, and I decided I'm going to eat this whole pan of lasagna right now at 1 a.m. That's a great idea. So I go in for one piece. I'm plating it up, plate it up, boom. Eat that part. You eat about 1/3 of lasagna, plate it up again, 2/3 of lamagna down. I go, you know what? Let's just finish this thing off. Let's polish this bad boy off. I take the whole lasagna, take a spoon to it, and just finish off the whole lasagna. So I'm a little bulked up right now, but it's not really an excuse for that. That's a crazy binge eat, but it is what it is. You move on, you get a little bulked up, but that's why we're at the gym. We work out, we give that food something to fuel, something to do, and then it's not, it's bad. It's a whole lasagna, but still, it's got a place to go. So I don't feel as bad about it, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I guess the moral of the story, if you're gonna binge eat, eat a lot of food, you better have some work, some output to match the input that you put in. I already kind of warmed up, so I'm not going to do 30s again. I'm going to go straight to 50. I'm going to go to 55, actually. That's where I'm going to go. Send me a little yapathon timer so I can yap it up for about a minute or so before we get into this. It's currently 12:49 o'clock. It's late. 12:49 a.m. It's in the a.m.s now. I like recording these late because I talk, I yap, and it's a lot easier to feel confident in talking and yapping when there's no one around to judge me for my talking or yapping. But I'm excited to be recording today because this means another video I get to upload, another time for us to share, I don't know, but really I'm just excited for the new year. I'm excited for this time where I'm it's the new year. Of course, there's a stigma around it being that it's something important or it's you start your grind all in the new year, but what am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say right now. Dead ass. I think I'm just excited for the new year, really. I'm excited to get to work again. I'm excited to get to work I have a new job coming up. I'm excited to be more in a rhythm with this new job because right now doing a serving job 24/7, it kind of sucks. I mean, it's good, but it's not allowing for a schedule that's, very good for me, you know, because it's kind of erratic in that I'm working all day during the middle of the day. It kind of takes up all my prime energy hours. And then I'm left like awake at 2 a.m. and that's just not a good thing. So with my new job, it's going to be more a 9 to 5. So I'll work the 9 to 5, go to work, do my thing then, and then I'll have time after the fact to, you know, do this part, edit, record the video, and be awake during more normal human hours where everyone else is usually awake, during that 12, you know, from 8 to 10 o'clock time frame versus working from 9 to 10 o'clock. You know what I mean? So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the new year in that aspect. But let's hit these 55s. And recently I've been doing 50s for the last, like, I mean, you can go back and look on camera. I've been doing 50s for the last, like, 4 weeks. This week I'm actually doing 55. So we're making a little bit of progress, bit by bit. That's it. I don't know. I think, you know, with it being the holidays, I said I've been like eating heavy food. I've been eating a lot of lasagna, like I'm fucking Garfield or something, eating a lot of food in general. I like cookies and shit on Christmas Eve. And I think I just feel kind of happy because I'm kind of getting to see the benefits of all the work I've done over the years. You know, yeah, of course I put on a little bit of weight because I've been eating more food, but the way that the weight has been put on looks a lot better on my body because of all the work I've been putting in for, you know, 8 years almost now. It's like, yeah, I put on a little more weight, but I still look better because I put on so much more muscle. And so it's like, I don't feel as bad about myself because I know also the time for me to refract and bounce back to a better, you know, in better shape is going to be that much shorter now because of all the work I put in previously. So it's kind of nice to be able to relax, be able to eat a little bit more food and not feel bad about myself because I know I put in the work day in, day out for the last 8 years in order to enjoy the benefit of eating food and not feeling bad about how I look as a repercussion of eating food. If that makes sense. That's all right. It's so awkward. It's so awkward to record yourself. Because I'm sitting here like I'm having to think about something. I know I'm on camera. I know I gotta entertain. I know I gotta do something. But I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. You don't know what you're supposed to be doing right now. That's why you're watching this video. We're sitting here together. You're probably seeing this thing clip. You're like, why is this guy yapping on my fucking feed right now? I don't know why I'm yapping on your feed. I'm just a guy who's trying to make music, trying to make YouTube. And I'm sitting here trying to philosophize about why we're here, really. You know, because at the end of the day, I didn't ask to be here. You probably didn't ask to be here. The algorithm just asked. Actually, the algorithm just forced. The algorithm thought that I should be on your page right now. So it put me in front of you to see. And so then that's why you're watching right now. I think. I don't know. Well, we have another set to hit, so we probably should just hit that rather than keep yapping too much.
I mean, where I really say, got a little match with me playing. It's a big gap between us in the game. And the next time I'm trying to stay away. But I felt full of
I don't know. I think another reason why I'm excited for the new year is because this is a year where it's like I 100% know exactly what I'm supposed to do, and it aligns with what I also want to do. Like me making videos, me making music, me working hard at work. Like this next year, I know exactly what I'm supposed to do, and there's no ambiguity in the path that I have given myself. Like over the last couple of years, I'm like, oh, I'm going to do this thing, I'm going to do that thing. But this year, I've been doing one thing. I've been making music, and then I decided at some point I want to make content, and I'm not going to stop making music, and I'm not going to stop making content. You know, and even if in part of this, like, you know, prior, like 2 minutes ago, I felt awkward about like, what am I going to say? What am I going to talk about? Now I'm sitting here like, well, regardless of I feel awkward and I don't know what to say, I'm going to keep showing up to it and figuring out what to say when I record myself. It's like, even if I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, I'm going to keep putting pen to paper and keep writing till something makes sense, till something is cohesive, so something is right, you know? Maybe I'll get better at speaking and better at being the type of person that I want to be, but it'll take time, you know? But this time I know I'm not going to give up. A lot of the times I've like gone to do this path or that path and I've given up because it hasn't been clear exactly what I want or what the outcome's going to look like, or like what I'm going to manifest, what the vision is. This time the vision's clear and I know exactly where I'm going to be if I keep putting in this work. So having that clarity feels relieving, you know? Feels good. It makes me feel confident in who I am and what I'm doing. So let's hit the set, you know what I mean? I don't know. I think I'm also coming into a certain like spot in my life where it's like I've taken a lot of L's. I've done a lot of wrong. I've fucked up. And that kind of gives me this newfound confidence, like, oh, I fucked up. I've already messed up. I've been through some mistakes already, you know? And so now it's like, this is my time to like learn and grow for them. And also saying that I've been through hard shit Not only is just like, it is hard shit, but it's hard shit that I've done to myself. It's failures that I did, losses that I've taken. And it's like, I'm still here. I'm still alive. I'm still good. And honestly, I feel like I'm the best I've ever been. So those losses have all made me where I am right now. So it's something really to be grateful for. And when I look at it like that, it's like, how could this next year be even worse than anything I've already done terribly? I don't see that being possible because if I look at it like objectively, I am better than I used to be. So it's like that's something to be excited for. That's something to be grateful for. You know what I mean? Anyways, I'm listening to a lot of Kanye recently. I heard this, you know, from Kanye. It's like, if you listen to Kanye, it's like, you're not really even, it's not like you're a fan of Kanye. It's like, you're more a fan of yourself. And that's the kind of vibe that I personally would like to put out there more often, is that like, if you're my fan, it's not like really like, you're like me for like who I am. You just like the type of things that I do because you see yourself doing them as well. You like the kind of message that I'm saying, so you resonate with it. So then you can go apply that type of energy to your life. It's not exactly what I say. It's just how I say it and the way that I hold myself when I do whatever I say. And you kind of like, oh, I don't know what he's doing right now, but it's kind of vibing and flowing in the right way. Where I feel like my life would be better if I kept watching this kind of content. You know, the way that he's articulating his words with some kind of like happiness about it is like, that's great. And that kind of rubs off on you, you know? So it's like, I really just want you to find ways to be better for yourself. And if you watch this and this gives you some kind of joy, or you can see yourself in me somehow, then you'll be better off for it, right? But another set we shall do. We're going to take 10 seconds here. That's it. It's not going anymore. Okay, I really need to remember to set a timer, because if I don't, I have no clue how long time has gone. I was at work today, and I ran into this coworker who is very similar to me. And they were just like, they seem to have ADHD, and like in a way that's just very much resembles a way that I feel like I would look like to other people. And that they just like start talking and talking and talking, and they're making sense. Like, I'm listening. It's just like, it's not weird being on their side, but it's just like, this is kind of how I feel like I probably look to my other coworkers, and just how much they're talking. And not that it's a bad thing. Me personally, I enjoyed it, you know, but maybe other people don't enjoy that type of conversation, like the way that they're just like yapping so much. Maybe they don't enjoy that, but me personally, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I thought it was a good kind of yap. They were yapping about their life and every part of their life, and just kept going and going. And I was like, wow, this is great. You know, it's like, share all your thoughts. Great. Fantastic. It makes me like, it kind of puts me at ease when people just share their thoughts, because like, then it's like, this person's kind of being more authentic to a degree. Now, it could be performative. It could be like to a degree, it's more authentic, but it's just like, you can see that they just feel the need to yap. I don't know. It's just something just enjoyable about that. I think moral of the story, I like people who yap. I like when they yap a lot. They get yapping and yapping and don't stop talking. And I'm just like, wow, we're having a great time now, right? We're getting the ball rolling now. We're having a good little conversation here. Even though, well, I think it's just nice to be on the other side of it. Like, if this person's yapping and yapping and yapping, but I'm always the person who's yapping and yapping and yapping, then it kind of makes it so I can relax a little bit, because now they're put in a position where they can be the person who talks a lot, and I can be the person who listens a lot. But because I oftentimes get to be the person who listens a lot, because I'm the person yapping a lot. So it's nice when someone else can yap a lot. That's gonna finish the set. Oh my God, I gotta stop this timer. That's going to finish the thought of me yapping about yapping. All right. All right. Honestly, I think that's going to be the it of the rear delt flies. Our next workout, let's see. Our next workout is a lat pull down. Still lat pull downs. All right. So we're here at the lat pull down. So I'm going to do 210 pounds, because I weigh about 210 pounds. So that makes sense. I think last week I did 230, low-key. let's start at 210, see how that goes. And then we'll go to 230 if I feel good. Oh, that's pretty heavy. Let's drop set this. Let's go again. 190. All right. All right, that's all I got. That's all I got. Sometimes I think, like, I was thinking during that set, I'm like, damn, why am I recording myself? My life is boring. Like, not shit happens in my life that's interesting enough for me to be on camera. Fuck that thought. You know what I mean? Like, that's not worth shit. That doesn't help anything. That's like, if something's worth recording, then I don't know. It just has to be, you just have to want to record something for it to be worth recording. I do not know, honestly. Because I'm thinking about my life, I'm like, what's interesting that's happened in my life recently? It's a whole lot of, I mean, I went and saw Avatar. That made me think about, like, it was a good movie. I enjoyed the movie. I don't want to talk about the movie. That's fucking boring to me. I think I'm just all unusable, huh? Probably. We've hit the point of the video where I've gone completely nonverbal. Well, I am just so highly aware that I'm on camera now that I have nothing to speak about. So I'm just sitting here in thought like, hey, Cedric, what am I supposed to be talking about right now? Should I talk about like how life is hard in my 20s? Should I talk about how I feel like just the effort, how this won't work if I just keep doing effort and consistency? If I have no plan to be an entertainer, like, and basically, my brain just coming up with a lot of self-doubt. And so because it's gone nonverbal, because it's worried that it can't be entertaining enough. Because it can't be enough, you know, like, I think a default setting sometimes, especially in a situation like this where it's like, I have to be talking, I have to be doing something, like low-key proving myself to some degree. It's like, oh, well, if you're not doing it and you're not becoming up to par, then you're not enough. And I mean, like, that's not an invalid thought at all, but that's a constant thought I have to some degree. No, actually, let me not tell myself that story anymore. That's a problem I've had previously. But I feel like I made a lot of progress on feeling like I am enough in a lot more situations. Therefore equating to in more situations that I am enough and I do meet the standard of what enough is. Damn, that's ambiguous as hell. I don't even know what I just said there. I'm trying to be genuine right now. I'm trying to tell you what's on my brain, really, you know? But life's good. I'm happy. I think I've been more funny, more witty in conversation. That's enjoyable. I think I'm liked by people. That's enjoyable. There's a lot of good things about what I do in my everyday life that I enjoy personally. And I've worked very hard to get to this point where I enjoy the conversation. I enjoy my day-to-day actions. I work hard. I'd say I have quality work. And I'm excited to start a new job, really, because being a server is cool, but I feel like I have more to give. And so going into this new role, new job, I feel like I'm going to have a lot more space and ground to prove myself and prove myself to, I don't know, to stretch myself further, to grow. I feel like where I'm at right now, it's not allowing me to grow as much as I would want to, you know? I'm ready to push myself a little bit harder. Just like I am in like making YouTube video, making videos, which I feel like I'm doing good at, like doing better at. I'm just ready to grow in another aspect of my life. I'm ready to expand on all sides. I'm ready to become a fish in a bigger pond, small fish in a bigger pond. Right now, I'm a big fish in a medium pond. If that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know why I put so much pressure on myself to be like, oh, I gotta be this certain way. I gotta be this amount of entertaining. If I really think about it, like, we spend all of our time watching people do nothing. People on podcasts doing nothing. People on stream doing nothing. But that nothing, out of that nothing, comes something that is worth of value, that is entertaining, that is enjoyable. You know, you see some sad moments, some real moments, some funny moments, some skit moments, some ego moments, like some crash outs, whatever. You see all these little moments that it comes from nothing. But it was only something because we put it on camera and we put the work in to show the world it, even though it was nothing at the same time. So I don't know why I'm putting all this pressure on myself to be this, that, and the other, be this great or that great. Fucking, all I gotta do is show up and record myself and put in the effort and consistency and you know, bring me to the table, and eventually something will come out of that. That's truly what I believe. I believe it's just like the effort and consistency will be rewarded. And even just like that the nothing is something in itself. You know, it is value in itself. People enjoy my presence and me just being there. The other day, I was eating food and my manager, I think maybe I said this the other day. Maybe I said this last video, right? The other day I was eating food. My manager was sitting at the table across from me, just doing his work. And I was sitting there eating my food, having a happy time, sitting in silence, not on my phone, no nothing. And then he left and I was like, damn. Well, the vibe is kind of like, the vibes have gone a little bit. You know, I was sitting here happily eating my food and then he left and I'm like, damn, now I'm sitting here alone eating my food. You know, it's not that he was necessarily doing anything to provide value. All they did was just be there. And I was like, ah, cool. Me and my dog are chilling right now, you know? And I think that's all it is. I'm your dog right now and we're chilling in this clip, in this moment. When you leave a like and before you go on to the next one, you realize in this moment that it was just me and you, we were having a good time. And that's why you left the like, you know, that's why you left the comment, because you saw it was just your dog chilling and you were chilling with them. You know what I mean? It's a presence that I give, presence that you give by simply watching the video. That's where the nothing comes to something. I hope that thought made sense. If it didn't make sense, then we got another set to hit because it's 1:30 and I gotta hurry the fuck up. Actually, I don't know why I gotta hurry. There's no hurry, you know? Life, I'm gonna be here another time, another day. You know, there's no reason to hurry. Like, life ain't going nowhere. I ain't got nothing to do tomorrow except I got a lot to do tomorrow, but I got this moment in this camera right now. Why would I rush to another plate? Okay. I got a workout to do at this point. I gotta get going. I'm just yapping now. I'm just yapping for real. While I'm still here, I guess I might as well just hit one more set. I mean, if I'm gonna be sitting here anyways, I might as well. That's not gonna go. All right, we're gonna go down a lot. We're going down to 170. All right, that's it. All right, let's drop it one more time, actually, because why not? All right, that's all my back has to give in the set. I'm not gonna lie. Speaking of Kanye West, Heartless by Kanye West is currently playing a banger. Actually, let me tell you a story. I was actually listening to 808 and Heartbreaks by Kanye for like the first time in like a continuous playthrough, and I was like, wow, this man, he's a genius. Like, what are we saying right now? He's a genius. The beats I mean, I'm saying, listen, not every song on 808 and Heartbreak is like the best and my favorite, right? But there are the couple songs in there that are bangers. They are like absolute like bangers, slappers, some of the best you've ever heard. And the production in them is chef kiss. It is beautiful production in some of those songs. Okay, we got to get to the next set. It's Barbell Rose. I think personally, I was onto a thought earlier. I was talking about like turning nothings into somethings, which I think that's a Drake song. I'm not gonna lie. Something into nothing. I don't know. I think it's a Drake song though, but I think there's something beautiful about nothing in general. God, when I try to articulate, it doesn't sound good. Okay, let me try that again. Wait, let me try it again. The fact that like nothing can be appreciated, you know, the time spent, the times in between the big event, the times in between the hangout, like that, those times, the drive there, the journey itself, the monotonous grind, like that is something that is beautiful in itself, you know? And those moments need to be appreciated as well. You know, even if they're not the big shiny things, the nothing is what most of your life consists of. It's not the moment you got the award, you got the promotion, the moment that you achieved a big goal, you made $1 million, you had a kid. It's the moments when you're sitting there with your kid doing nothing. The moments when you're sitting with your spouse, your husband, your wife doing nothing. This moments when you're sitting there with your friend, your boy, and y'all just driving back home from a long day of work together, right? It's those little moments that those are also something to be enjoyed, something that are beautiful in themselves. So how does that relate to this workout? I don't know, but I'm going to do this barbell row here, so let's get to that. All right, I got the bar loaded. We got it loaded. So last week I made the mistake of having a 45 and a 35 and then a 5. This week I have a 45 and a 35. We're going to aim for about 4 to 5 reps. If I get 6, that'd be cool. But this feels very heavy, so I'm guessing 4 to 5, but we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully I'm in the shot here. You can at least see the main part of me lifting the weight. You don't need to see the weight at the bottom of the floor. You can see me lifting it. That'd be fine. Anyways, let's hit this real fast. Okay. I've noticed when I go to watch these videos back, I feel like my back isn't very straight. So I'm try and straighten my back out. Does it look right? Try and straighten my back out. Throw my ass back a little bit. You know what I mean? And then hopefully my form is better. Straighten my back, I guess. Oh, my hands. That felt pretty good. Let's go for one more. Real quick. A little drop set. And a little myo set. A little myo rep here. Hold on. All right. All right. I'll tell you what. The weights here at this gym are like pure steel. The weights at a commercial gym do not feel like this at all. This shit. I'm also at a heavier weight than usual, but I'll tell you, it feels like it's some real steel I'm lifting here. Real iron I'm pumping here. Don't have slow. Real iron I'm pumping here is what I'm alluding to. Now, here, let me tell you my opinion. Does this look crazy right now? Do I look insane? Do I look like Christopher Columbus about to conquer the 7 seas? Anyways. Anyways, Jesse James West. My opinion on Jesse James West, great guy, cool guy as far as I can see on YouTube. Seems like an honest, good guy. I respect him. I respect his grind. He's good at what he does as far as YouTube, as far as fitness. Now, aesthetically, I do not prefer his physique over another. It sounds kind of sus when I say it like this, but I don't prefer his physique over another man's physique. Okay, pause. Now, what I'm trying to say is that, like, it just doesn't look as good as another man's physique. Pause. What I'm trying to say is this dude doesn't look as good as that dude. Pause. Resume. I can't keep pausing. What I'm trying to say is like bodybuilding, in bodybuilding terms, the way his genetics they don't look right to me. Like, it doesn't look like the type of physique that I like would want, you know? Now, I'm not saying he doesn't work hard. I'm just saying the way his genetics have formed out don't equal a physique that looks good to me, you know? It doesn't look like when I say it looks good to me, it's like, okay, you see Goku, you see Vegeta, you're like, damn, I want to look like Goku or Vegeta, right? When I see Jesse James West, I don't go, damn, I want to look like Jesse James West. I go, he looks like he works hard, but I don't want to look like him, So, and there's nothing he did. It's just simply of his genetics and how it's like formed, right? But someone like Will Tennyson, I think that's his name, Ben Tennyson, Will Tennyson, the YouTuber, the fitness guy, how his genetics look, they look a little more like how I would prefer to look at like my max peak of like peak aesthetic. How his aesthetic looks is a lot better. Or like Alex Eubank, he has more of an aesthetic look. Now, I don't respect Alex Eubank. Like, not that I don't respect him, I just lost a majority of the respect I had for Alex Eubank. Because, like, before, Alex Eubank was natty, and I appreciated that because I'm natty. And so I'm like, oh, like, this is someone I can, like, look up to, like, because he's been grinding, going hard, and he's natural. He's out there fighting the natty game. And then he just switched up, and now he's on tests. And I don't even feel like he ever really committed to a bulk. Like, truly, like, got fucking fat, or, like, really was, like, really ate some food before he just hopped on steroids, And so, like, I had this much respect for him, and now I just, like, I had no respect for him anymore, actually. That's true. I just don't respect him anymore. I mean, I'm sure he's a cool dude and all. I just, like, I don't got respect to him. Now, if he wasn't, like, saying he'd never go natty, like, he'd be natty his whole life, and then all of a sudden he switches up and he goes on steroids like that, if he was just like, oh, at some point I'm going to hop on steroids the whole time, or not even the whole time, but like, I just kind of like kept that energy for a good amount of time, then I would have respected it. But he made a big deal about being natty and about like being against steroids for so long, and then for him just to hop on steroids, it just felt like disrespectful to his fan base and audience. Or I'm not his fan base, I'm not his audience, but it's just like, damn, I lost respect for him. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna hit this set. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, brother, that's a lot. I don't know. Personally, my legs are not in their prime, and I don't know if it's that my legs aren't in their prime, or if it's more that my upper body I put in so much work on over the last like year or two that my legs just look that much smaller. My legs should be exactly the same size, but I've worked on my upper body for the last like 2 years, and now maybe my legs just look small. Even though I know they're not small, it's just they're not what they used to be, and that kind of hurts me a little bit. And so I do want to lock a little bit. I want to lock a little bit more back on my legs, so I can get them back to their full tree trunking size. You know, because I feel like I mean, I don't want them to be like too much, but I feel like once I get a little bit more size on my legs, it'll really encapsulate my physique a little bit better, you know? I've got the upper body now. I've got the upper body where it needs to be. I just need to bring up my legs like a touch more, and then I'll have that like kind of aesthetic to where I need it to be. Not need to, where I want it to be. Now, this could be body dysmorphia. I could just be like, oh, once I do this, once I do that. But I'm not like this. I'm not unhappy with my body. I'm just saying that's another goal to aim for, really. You know what I mean? Okay. We're going to go for like one more set here, and then we're going to go to our good mornings after that. I got 4. Hold on. I can get one more here. That's the end of that. That's the end of that barbell row shit. We're on to some good mornings now. That's what we're going to do now. On that box right there. All right, here we go. We're going to do these good mornings now, so I can work on my lower back. I think that's what these are for. I don't know. I like them. They're fun. They're a good time. So that's what we're doing right now. Man, I'm excited to make TikToks again. I'm not going to lie. I used to make TikToks back in like 2020, 2023, 2022. And I'm excited to get back to that, really. Because I'm gonna upload all these little like shorts. Hold on, it's so loud. I can't think. I'm excited to upload TikTok because I'm gonna upload these shorts, like the clips from these videos. But I think what I'm also gonna do when I'm doing TikTok, like while I have TikTok downloaded on my phone, is like, you know, when I have like those, one-off thoughts or whatever, I'm gonna also record those too. Post those as well, you know, like a little, I don't know, just record like little videos like that. I kind of enjoyed it, part of that to a degree, you know. It got a little exhausting when I felt like I had to, but now that I have this source of clips to farm from, basically, then I don't have to post those like little niche in between videos. Those can really just be genuine and of the moments. Because I have this clip right now to post. I'm gonna post that on TikTok, and that'll be my 1, 2, 3 daily uploads or whatever. So yeah, I'm excited to get back to doing TikTok again. I want to make some cool like little edits. At some point, I want to get into editing a little bit more and make my own. I want to be montaged so bad. You know, I want someone to make those cool like they put it to the music, they sync it up. They make them personally look badass. Like, I want to be an anime edit is what I'm saying. But I need to put content out there. I need to gain a fan base. That fan base need to like me enough because some of them are editors, and those editors need to, find it worthy enough of their time to clip me up and make a little montage clip of me. And that's cool as fuck. So I need to get on my grind and doing some cool shit so people got things to clip up and make cool clips of me. Why? Because I think it's so cool when I see it. Because listen, when I see, I already like anime, right? I like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, whatever, right? Those are so badass, right? And like they're badass alone. But when someone takes a clip makes a little edit of these animes, they go from like being badass to like one of the coolest things you've ever seen in your entire life. If you're someone who likes anime. And so if I can go from like being badass, doing cool shit, to someone making a fucking edit of me, I've made it. Once I get edits made of me, I've made it in life. Really. Like that's the end goal. It's not money. It's not anything. It's someone to make a goddamn edit of me and make it cool. That is the goal in life. Once I achieve that, really, that's the final goal. I make all the music and make everything so at the end of the day, someone's gonna make a cool ass edit of me, okay? Putting the vibe out there that at some point someone's gonna make a cool ass edit of me, and I will appreciate that. Because back in my day, on my Instagram actually, there is a cool ass edit of me that one of my friends made. And it's a cool edit. It's one of the coolest things I've ever done personally. And I didn't even do it. I just was in the edit, you know? So I need to stop talking and get to the set now. Okay. I don't know what muscles these use, but whatever these use, I have them extremely strong because I'm just banging these things out. And it's not even that hard. What if I slow down? How many can I do? All right. All right. Well, lesson I learned there. I don't know. I can do a lot of good mornings though. I'll tell you that. All right, guys. I'm gonna pull up here. I'm gonna pull up in your face real quickly. All right, guys. That's gonna be the end of the video today. I don't know how it went. I hope it went well. I gave all I could give today. But it has been Gym Sesh number 7. Another video, another day closer to world domination. Pinky in the brain. I don't know. Another day to posting all over. You know, posting on TikTok, posting on Instagram. I get a little more close to my launch. You know, it's like I've been doing this for a little bit. So it's getting time where I'm getting ready to post everywhere. You know, and then everyone's gonna see my weird ass personality everywhere. And so I don't know. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please leave a like. If you didn't enjoy, please leave a like. If you didn't enjoy and you don't even make it to this video and you don't even know where you're watching it, but you are watching it somehow, still leave a comment. And but if you were the opposite of that and you had a good time while you're here, come back next week and we'll have another great time next week. So that's it. Have a wonderful day. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.